Hi, welcome to EDSC 550. This is the course Social and Cultural Competencies. And in this course, we will be discussing um, cultural competencies and social justice competencies with our marginalized populations to identify and address personal biases and integrate multicultural trends when developing curriculum. We'll hope that in this course, school counselors will investigate their role as a leader, advocate, and a system of change agent, leading to equitable outcomes for all students. Our book is called Interrupting Racism and Equity and Social Justices in Schools. I will share my screen to show you that textbook. So you should get this course as quickly as possible, this book as quickly as possible. My name is Professor Bobo, and I have been working with Concordia University since the inception of the school counseling program. I've had the opportunity to teach all of the courses as well as do practicum and field work for multiple cohorts. I am a school counselor for Hawthorne School District in Los Angeles County, and I have been a school counselor for 26 years. I have had the opportunity to be a school counselor for all three levels: elementary, middle, and high school within my district. I have been a school counselor at 9 of our 11 schools in the school district, and I currently am at the elementary setting for in the K-5 area. We spend a lot of time, school counseling has changed tremendously, and we spend more time on mental health and designing groups and individual counseling for our students. And it is a lot different than it has been in the past. So I'm going to get right into our assignments for this course. We will begin with the first assignment. It is the achievement gap assignment. So this assignment is an opportunity for us to question the achievement gap and dive into what the achievement gap is. You're going to use the data summary page, and I will share my screen to show you that as well. So what you're going to do is use the school data summary page as you see in front of you, and you're going to answer the questions accordingly to help you identify what is the achievement, what population is the achievement gap for your particular school site. Now, if you're not at a school, you would want to use your practicum or fieldwork school site or any school site that you have access to data for that particular school. You're going to ask yourself these following questions. Who is your data expert and who can help you go over the data for this particular school? You're going to review your school improvement plan and identify school goals and list 2 to 3 school improvement plan goals relevant to school counseling. You're going to review available school data reports, including achievement, attendance, and discipline for previous years to take a look at trends. As we are aware, many schools are struggling with attendance, which is one of our main 4 points. So we want to take a look at that. What is our marginalized population for that particular school? We're going to review data from other sources like student behavior surveys, climate surveys, school engagement surveys. One of the surveys that is given is our Healthy School Climate Survey that's given every year to students in grades 5, 7, and 11. So that's all 3 levels. So we should be able to gain information from that data as well. And then how does our school data compare to other schools, including schools with similar populations, district averages, and state and school-wide averages? And then we're going to identify and prioritize data points that we're going to address through our school counseling program. So we're going to collect data to find out who are our tier one, who are our tier two, and who are our tier three students for our school counseling program. Once we have collected that data, we are going to continue with our assignment, and we're going to explain the policies and procedures in which school counselors can use to identify barriers and learning and access to opportunities for our marginalized population. So once we've utilized the data that we have collected, then we're going to determine who is our marginalized population. And then we are going for our specific school that we have collected the data from. And then we're going to try to address the identified challenges, describe and direct the direct and indirect student services which are available to address the gaps and the barriers, and discuss how the school counselor can demonstrate leadership, advocacy, collaboration to address these gaps and barriers at the end of the course. We are going to write this in APA format. We're going to make sure that we address all of the questions that are there. So if you're not at a school site, I want to reiterate that you find a school site where you can obtain this type of data, or you're using your practicum or fieldwork site as that option. Okay. For this assignment, you need to write 2 to 3 pages regarding this information, and it does need to be in APA format. Assignment number 2 is implicit bias. And what you're going to do is take the Harvard implicit bias assessment. It is very important that you take a few of the tests for the Harvard implicit bias. So once you click on the website and the link that is located in your assignment page, you are going to take 3 to 4 of those assessments. And then after you take 3 or 4 assessments and receive your results of those assessments, in a 2 to 3 page paper, you're going to identify and acknowledge at least 2 personal limitations and biases, and articulate how they affect your work as a school counselor. Now, if you don't agree with the assessment, that is another conversation that you can have within that 2 to 3 page paper. Perhaps you didn't think that it was accurate. Perhaps you didn't answer the questions correctly. Perhaps you thought it was the results were inaccurate. So those are things that you can also address within this 2 to 3 page paper. You're going to include a few limitations and biases that may be age related, against or lack of understanding of parenting styles or minority cultures, whichever assessment that you took. And you're going to identify how those impact your personal biases and the ways in which you'll monitor and expand personal and multicultural and social justice advocacy knowledge and skills in this course. All right. So again, this paper is to be 2 to 3 pages, APA format. Make sure that you're using the headings and the intro for the APA format. Assignment number 3 is our Ask a Position statements. And what you're going to do with the Ask a Position statement is that you're going to select at least one credible source, a research source, either a peer-reviewed journal, an article, a textbook that addresses leadership and change theory. So in school counseling, in a 3 to 5 page APA paper, you're going to explain how you would apply that knowledge in practice and action as your role as a school counselor at your current site to address at least one of the three position statements that's listed on the assignment page? And how would you collaborate with school stakeholders to provide relevant intervention and strategies that advocate for and promote for social justice for all students? So the three position statements that are listed on your assignment page is cultural diversity, anti-racism practices, and equity. And these come from our ASCA um, roles and position statements that guide us. ASCA is the American School Counseling Association that governs all of the states, and we also have our own state one, which is a little less comprehensive. So we do tend to refer a lot to ASCA. That is assignment number 3. Assignment number 4 is your signature assignment, and this is your marginalized population poster. So what you're going to do is research a specific social identity group that has been historically or currently marginalized or underrepresented. You're going to create a poster, including the following information: the summary of the literature identifying the barriers of access, equity, and success for that particular group. You're going to propose one or two or more action strategies that counselors can take related to intervening with that student academic performance, student engagement, student discipline, student culture, school culture, family involvement, or other um, programmatic supports in the school for the purpose of providing equitable access for that particular group. You're going to use the Google Slides virtual poster format to complete it. And on your assignment page, there are links to those templates. So you want to make sure you use one of the 2 templates that are there. And you're going to include that in an interesting and attractive way, making sure that you address all of those questions listed on the poster in some format. Okay. And so you want to make sure that, and that's our assignment number 4. Assignment number 5 is our group assignment. And so I will place you in groups and I will give you your list of groups during the first week, once we have everybody settled in our class. And what you're going to do is create one lesson plan, a small group or a classroom lesson that outlines the learning objectives and content for a particular age group or grade level. And this lesson plan would cover any topic you feel would be applicable for the specific classroom, small group of your choice. You're going to, there are several different types of templates listed for ASCA, which are also on the assignment page. And then you're going to make sure that you include the mindsets and behaviors standards on your lesson plan that are needed to create a school culture where everyone is included. You can choose to focus on a classroom or age group or level um, that you want to work with or that you may be already working with for your practicum or fields work. And feel free to be as creative as you like with that particular small group lesson plan. And you're going to kind of focus on that achievement, that marginalized group. Okay, so it can be on any topic for that marginalized group. We're not focusing on a specific topic, but any topic for that particular marginalized group. Now, obviously, if your data indicated that, the group was suffering for college and career or suffering with equal access, you want to focus on something that is going to address that, but it doesn't have to be. All right. So in that group, remembering that you're only going to create one group lesson. Okay. And it's for a whole class. So we're targeting all the people that fit in that marginalized population. And so those are our 5 assignments that we have for this course. All of our assignments are due on Sunday evening before 11 p.m. You also have in this course your discussion boards, which are need to initially be written on Thursday, and then 2 responses by Sunday evening. Our last week, our final week for this course, your assignment is due on Wednesday. And so that's the group assignment, and you'll be uploading that on Wednesday. Now we'll present in our, we will not present this assignment. So you'll be working on that, and then one person will upload that particular assignment by Wednesday of that week. And that's our final assignment for the group assignment. We will have some presentations of our marginalized population poster and during week 7. So that will be our one group presentation for our course. And so you will talk about your marginalized poster during week 7. If you have any questions or concerns about the course, feel free to text me. Texting is the fastest way to get a response. If it's more detailed, please email me so that I can get the understanding of your question, make sure that I answer it fully, and give me approximately 24 hours to respond via email. As most school sites are extremely busy, it is difficult to respond sooner than that. I have my cell phone number listed in the instructors section. And so you can feel free to use it for texting or to make a phone call as well. I have listed my office hours from 4 to 5 on Tuesday before class. So if you have any questions and you regarding the assignment or any personal situations that may occur, please feel free to join us at that time. Join me at that time, and I will be happy to answer any questions. Finally, we will be off during Thanksgiving week, so we do not count that week. So we end on week 5, and then the week 6 is after the Thanksgiving week, and that is listed in our syllabus and on the assignment page. So when you're going to your pages, I want to share my screen again on Canvas. Make sure to begin with the welcome video, which is located here. I will be posting weekly videos here. This is for our virtual meeting. Please make note that we will use the same virtual link except for our final week 7. Due to the fact I had to skip a week, I wasn't able to connect those. So week 7 will be a different link for our virtual connection. I will send that out via email on week 7 just to ensure that everyone connects properly and no one's on the old link. All right. You'll go through the different links with our questions. With the different discussion board questions and also the assignments that are due for that week. Please pay attention to announcements. Announcements will be here. I'll place an announcement for that week 7 also so that you connect to the appropriate link for our live session. Zoom is located here for you to connect to all of our live sessions. Our live sessions will take place on Tuesday, so I look forward to seeing you this Tuesday. Thank you so much. And again, I will see you on Tuesday.